Continuing coverage now on Congressman Trey Riddle's return to Washington. Riddle vowing not to step down and to finish the job you elected him to do, whether you want him to or not. Patrick Nolan is in Washington taking a closer look at Riddle's political survival strategy.
As I reported previously here from Washington, Congressman Riddle has been keeping a low profile. It's been hard to get in touch with him directly, even though we went by his office. We've also been talking to people about what, if any, strategy this might be, with many analysts saying all the steps he's taken so far seem to be pointing toward a political survival strategy for him.
Right now, he's doing everything that he can, considering how bad a situation he got himself into, to try and survive.
He has said he's not leaving, which is certainly an indication to anybody who's up on the Hill that he plans to try and stay as long as he can.
How much time goes into managing this, and how does that compete with you just serving the people back home?
I mean, this is going to take a lot of time, and obviously he just missed a couple of weeks because he was in rehab. So there's a big question about how effective a congressman he can be.
Again, this session that's got underway in the House of Representatives here is largely considered a formality. It's basically a welcome back on this Tuesday evening, and it's later in the week that some of the more important sessions and meetings happen. We will keep you posted on what role, if any, Representative Riddle is playing here in Washington. Reporting from D.C., Patrick Nolan, Fox 4 in your corner.
All right, and Patrick staying busy in D.C. Coming up at 6:30 tonight, he's examining Representative Riddle's prospects for re-election. And then at 6:45, why the House Ethics Committee could go easy on Riddle in their investigation.
Giving you our last live look of the evening, just due to the fact that the sun is obviously set here in the last 15 minutes or so. That is our Zoom 10 Sky Cam, showing you a live look at the marina at Cape Harbor. And if you look at the top of the screen, you do see a lot of those mid to high level clouds that were in place throughout the day today. As a matter of fact, they show up even better on this one. This is some time-lapse photography using our Zoom 10 Sky Cam at the Pink Shell, looking out toward the Gulf of Mexico. Those are the clouds that are going to be in place overnight tonight. We had them in place yesterday. They broke up a little bit, but some of those clouds hung around. And clouds at night make it a little bit warmer. That's probably the only positive thing we have to tell you about the short-term temperatures in southwest Florida. Storm Patrol Viper picking up on a couple of very, very light showers. We've had a few of these intermittently through the afternoon. I actually drove through one today at about 2:30 or so. It lasted for about 15 seconds, extremely light rain, a rain that you wouldn't need an umbrella or raincoat for, but a few of those showers coming ashore possibly in Collier County in the next 15 to 20 minutes or so. We're already at 48 in Port Charlotte, 51 in Bonita, 53 our current temperature in Naples, and like yesterday, we have to factor in the wind. Granted, it's not quite as strong as it was yesterday, but still, with a wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour, feels like it's in the 40s everywhere. Wind chill factor right now around Lake Okeechobee, actually in the low 40s. Now, the actual temperature is going to fall into the low 40s, but the wind chill factor, again tomorrow morning, is going to feel like it's in the 30s, just like it did this morning. 53 degrees at 7 o'clock, 49 degrees at midnight, and then 45 degrees at 5 a.m. We are going to hang on to some of those clouds, helping to keep a little bit of the heat that was generated during the day close to the surface. You can see some of those clouds right now on the satellite view, a few more in the Gulf of Mexico that are going to be moving toward us. And as I told you yesterday, it could be worse. Wind chill factors anywhere from 20 to 30 below zero as you go through the upper Midwest into the Northeast. We have one more cold morning and one more, well, cold night tonight, cold morning tomorrow. Then after that, things are changing for us. Now, these clouds are going to stay in place. You can see that on the computer models, but we're going to start to see a bit of a wind shift and a little trough of low pressure developing off the East Coast. There's that trough right there. That's going to keep us somewhat cloudy, and starting late tomorrow, we may see a few scattered showers. They're going to carry over into Thursday, but with those winds becoming more east to southeasterly by the end of the week, big change temperature-wise for us. Even by Thursday, we think we're going to be close to 80 degrees. All right, here's your Power of 4 zone forecast. Your morning for the inland zones, anywhere from 37 to 41. Remember, that wind chill advisory is in effect. Variably cloudy day for the inland zones. In the afternoon, that's what we'll focus in on, 73 to 75 in the inland zones. In the harbor zones, your morning anywhere from 40 to 42, but a nice warm afternoon with variably cloudy skies for Northport, Port Charlotte, Punta Gorda. Coastal zones starting anywhere from 41 to 43. However, get to the low, maybe even mid-80s in the coastal zones. Now, the beaches, they're going to be the coolest spot in the afternoon, but still a lot warmer. The morning in the mid to upper 40s, but the afternoon right around 70 degrees on the beaches, thanks to the Gulf of Mexico, which right now, look at this, down at 65 degrees. It dropped 5 degrees in about a 24-hour period. We'll have a northeasterly wind at about 15 to 20 knots. The wind will be backing off just a little bit by late in the day. Now, we do have a chance for a few showers Wednesday evening into Thursday. That's when we have a chance for showers in the forecast. A scattered shower is possible for us again on Friday, and an isolated shower over the weekend. But let's focus on those temperatures. Mid-80s by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If we do see any rain over the weekend, I think it's going to be pretty isolated. And then another cold front coming. It's going to be here next Tuesday. We'll talk about how that changes your weather for next week coming up in just a couple of minutes.
All new at 6, Lee County Commissioners revealing the mystery company to be headquartered in the county. In fact, it's already here, but it will be expanding. Information technology company Garter Group announcing hundreds more jobs. 4 Corners' Gabrielle Saran live outside their Daniels Parkway location with the latest details. Gabrielle.
Emily, it's all about bringing jobs here to Lee County. About 650 Gartner employees work out of this location, and with this announcement comes a promise of another 400 more. Now, that's the expectation of county commissioners. Back in November, they approved a $1.4 million incentives package once those jobs and the company's new headquarters is completed. Now, we're learning the location of those headquarters is somewhere in the Gateway vicinity and will be about 120,000 square feet. County commissioners say this brings the expectation of millions of dollars of tax revenue right here to Lee County.
That's what creates jobs as consumers. When people make money, they spend the average incentive package per employee about $66,000 a year that will be spent back in our local economy.
And the projected completion date of its new headquarters is in about a year and a half. After that, jobs will be posted. We're talking about all different types, from clerical to managerial to low-level jobs. A lot of opportunity coming right here to Lee County. Live in Fort Myers, Gabrielle Saran, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, thank you, Gabrielle. Well, he feels the Puig for speed. 4 Corner obtaining the tense moments caught on camera when an LA Dodgers star was cuffed on I-75. A man is sentenced to 8 months in prison for slapping a baby on a flight. Why some in Southwest Florida say the parents may be to blame. We're hearing from you on this one next.